Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Oakland Raiders. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Down, 180.
Check, 53, Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Down, 280.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you.
On 2nd and 7, Carr nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Down, 185. Switch. Later, 9.
On first down, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You can't block me. He's coming. Double up.
White.
Here's Bernard. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
180.
Watch the run. Joker.
White Monday.
To throw his Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Bernard. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam, slam.
They will run with Clement. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Clement, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
We got this.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Wait, Eddie!
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Ozzie!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Down! 180!
Here we go. We got double time. Double time. 4 down, 4 down. Watch 80. Watch 80. He likes to get those jump balls.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
637.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, New England.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady gives to Michelle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Brady. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Check 31, check 31.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr now to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Sponge! No!
Yo, Chief!
Watch out!
That's it!
They'll run it here with Bernard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady, that's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards.
Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hey.
From the gun, they run with Michel. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 39, Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Throwing on first down is Carr. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Down. Ready?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. You better bring it
on.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Carr finding room inside the 40. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. From the gun now on third down, Carr. It's complete to Grant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Wait, that green 80. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. Check it.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Wait, 20.
52's to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Sugar.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, 66.
On the ground is Michelle. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Go right to the end.
To throw again, Brady. Now it's caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The point after try for Gostkowski. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On first down, Bernard. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders, 47 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A throw complete to Dorsett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Brady now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Brady now going to lead it with Michel on the draw. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Brady looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wait 20. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Brady on the bootleg. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. The second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 7, Carr got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 24. Slam. Back.
Now Bernard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go back to the ground, this time Clement. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. We got this.
On first down, they go with Clement again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Corey Clement, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Carr. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go, Corey. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Brady now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. A draw play. Bernard takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, here's Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now, 180.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Raiders, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.